Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
So we got man.
Check.
To throw is Cousins. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
That QB's trash. Let's go. Slam. Shoot.
Here's Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The hard-hitting safety, Jimmy Ward, picking up the sack that time. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. He's got room at the 30, down the left sideline. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. McCaffrey trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a touchdown run there from a yard out, and the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's into the clear.
Yeah, baby, we coming again.
He's at the 50.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw, Cousins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Oh, he fakes a spike. Under pressure, they got him again. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danielle Hunter able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. To try again after the sack. Garoppolo flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range. And he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for two.
Gone.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Don't stop that motor.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. It's caught. Mitchell. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room.
Here we go.
He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
Garoppolo again. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
I got number 23.
I got you. Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58.
Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Yellow. 51 the mic, boys. 51.
Throwing, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Hey, let's get that ball, Hey, steamer. All right, here we go.
Now Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.